Hello and welcome. So today we transition into the new moon cycle. The new moon is in Cancer, and this is actually the second new moon in Cancer this year, and so we call this a blue moon. Now keep in mind, I am not an astrologist. I really thought this new moon was going to be in Leo. Because that's usually, the progression. But I came to find today that we are in New Moon Cancer. So it is a double potency of the Cancer energy. So we have a second cycle. Last cycle was an eclipse. So it's kind of like a gentle reminder to complete anything, any remnants that may need to be completed from last cycle. So tuning in here to releasing out of negativity. So Cancer rules your emotions, and it being the new moon in Cancer, it's a great time to set your intentions. Set your intentions around the energies that are present. So look at what you are currently experiencing in your life, what is coming up for you personally. We are also experiencing a lot of things collectively. So we are at the same time releasing not only personally and individually, but collectively as well. And so the more you're able to connect in to this space of realizing your potential, realizing your capacity for change, both individually and collectively, we can take this time to move through things. So perhaps in previous cycles, you have chosen, or your response was to maybe hold on to some kind of negativity. And this is not about toxic positivity, which is all about, oh, you must be happy all the time. No, this is about understanding that we have ups and we have downs, and it's taking the time to release that negative trigger response that you may have to fall into negativity, when perhaps there is an opportunity for you to rise into a more positive space or attitude, or even if it's just, your mindset. It's transitioning out of perhaps a negative mindset, so looking at things from that negative perspective, but not in the sense of suppressing or denying any aspect of the whole. It is in recognizing that through negativity we may find a more positive space or a positive perspective or outlook within that perhaps negative experience that we may be having. And I feel at this time it is a great opportunity to create some intentions for yourself that perhaps reflect this that I'm speaking of, this transitioning into something new, a new perspective, a new outlook on things. And there's plenty of opportunity at this time, right? We are always a work in progress, and we always may choose to continue to grow, to let go, to unfold. to allow, to accept, to find peace within that process of the grand rising. And recognizing that at this time there is an immense opportunity for us to shift. And so how do you take your place in that? How do you find your own capacity to hold space for shifting, for change within your life trajectory? So where can you begin to create some intentions? And what are they? So I want you to sit down. After this meditation, or perhaps this evening, even creating a nice ritual around the new moon. Perhaps just taking 30 minutes for some self-care and sitting and setting those intentions. So I want you to list out my new moon in Cancer intentions. So you will start in different spaces, right, depending on what you have to release. Are you releasing something surface oriented? Right? The more you can go into those deeper layers, the more potency you can have at this time. So perhaps it's I notice that when my partner does this, or when my child does this, right? and I am irritated, and I get triggered, and I get upset. So perhaps it's I am going to recognize where I am triggered, and rather than choose that response of irritation, I'm going to choose to take a step back, right, and recognize this as an opportunity for me to take care of myself. Because when we are feeling these irritations, these frustrations, it is because we are not taking care of ourselves. And we are feeling that within the body, and it is manifesting externally. So perhaps my intention this month is we all know we need self-care, but to actually take that step and to carve out space, to create the space. So, dear partner, dear beloved, I have recognized that I need to take care of these irritations that I am experiencing. This is not the partner I want to be. This is not the mother I want to be. So taking responsibility, taking accountability, recognizing your own actions. You're releasing blame, shifting the blame. You're just taking responsibility in your own way. And so then you share this. I need to make sure that I have time for myself. And so I have decided that this is what I need. how are we going to make this work? You know, it's that energy, this full shift from being completely drained and just siphoned, you could say, in some way, to shifting out of that old pattern and creating something new for yourself. Creating something new for yourself. And you have that capacity at this time. Almost like a cycle, putting it all together. Fully shifting over into this new space. So I want you to take some time this evening to sit with some of this and to create your own. And this in order to be extraordinarily effective, right? You really want this to come from within. So I want you to go wherever you are at, where you are personally at, where you are at within things, right? In order to commit to that shift, commit to that next step. It's just about taking that next step. No matter where you are, if you just, little by little, things add up. And so I hope that this supports you and guides you and holds you, and wishing you many blessings